Yeah.
Make sure to edit that part out.
What part? This part? Yeah, right.
Hello, I'm Steven with Tobacco Cabana.
And I'm David. I'm a Texan, and I love cigars. This is the Roadshow. Welcome back, sir. Woo, look at that plant. I think I need to turn that down a little bit, you think?
Well, that's a new gas.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we just filled these up.
You could let it burn down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And they need to come down a notch.
That's all right. We'll get it lit. So, we're here for another show, right?
Absolutely.
And you guys, we've got something in our glass. You know, this is like old hat.
Right.
Everybody knows. We got to do a Texas toast, right? We have to. That's the way we kick it off. We always do this because we appreciate you guys. And so we're here for another show, and we've got another Texas toast. So to you guys, to good friends, to good conversation, this is what we call a Texas toast. Cheers. Cheers, Cheers, Dave. Boom. Yeah.
That is so smooth.
We got a fly on stage. That's all right. But what are we here for, Steve? A little bit of news.
A little bit of news. Good information about things that are going on in the industry. Good things to enjoy. So I've got something from Alec Bradley.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
Okay. I do like those. Now with being handled by STG.
Yep.
Right.
So this is one of their TAA editions.
Oh, so not many stores are TAA members.
It's a very limited and select few.
Okay.
And this is an even more limited and more select 10 count boxes that are going to be exclusively available. This is, of course, for the TAA, the Tobacconists Association of America. It's a blend previously debuted to retailers back in March of 2023. And it's handcrafted in the Raíces Cubanas in Denali, Honduras. Proprietary blend of Criollo 98 wrapper from Trojas, Honduras.
Okay.
Double binder of Criollo 98 from Esteli, Nicaragua.
Wow.
And Jamastra, Honduras. Selection of filler tobaccos, including Criollo from Trojas, Honduras, and Jalapa, Nicaragua, and Jamastra.
Wow.
So, Criollo.
Yeah, right. I've seen a lot of Criollo 98s and 99 lately.
Yep.
I wonder what that is. I mean, is it just? Do you what could be the reason for that? That you're seeing so much of it lately? Is it? I mean, why does a particular tobacco get popular, more popular, I should say? Because you've seen Criollo 98, been around.
It's been around forever.
But I'm seeing it pop up some more in cigars lately.
Kind of like San Andreas is popping up.
Right.
I think it's the amount of crops that are being grown, the maturation process, that they're aging these and they're finding great flavors in. So instead of being a puro from a country, this is a puro of a leaf. Just
Criollo. Yeah, it's just like, remember the last show we had with the 10 leaf cigar. A lot of Criollo in that one too. Just amazing stuff. So what is that? Is that already hit the stores, or is it?
It should be available through your TA retailers. It's a Toro 6x52, and it has a suggested retail at $13.99. So very
for a TAA.
Yeah,
and for that type of tobacco that's in there, that's pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
The big thing, limited to 500 10 count boxes.
Wow.
So it's going to be pretty exclusive. If you see it, get hold of it.
So yeah, if you know where your TAA rep is, or a store that is a TAA member, definitely approach them and see if they've got it. If not, when are they getting it? Because I would assume that's where they're going.
Yeah.
I know of one in Texas that's TAA.
Yeah, there's only a handful.
Yeah, there's the one that I know. That's all I know. But definitely look around. Thing I want to talk about is this ashtray we've got here, these other lighters we've got here. You can see, if we'll show you this close-up on these lighters right here, but it's got the Lone Star Cigar Association logo, and then on the back, a little logo that I developed. A take on the Texas come and take it, where I say come and smoke it. It's got a cigar instead of the cannon. But these were things, we had our bag. Hey, Dave, can you grab me that bag, please? One of the props I did not grab. Thank you, sir. All right, thanks, man. So this was the bag that we had that you got when you came to our HERF.
Yeah.
And this is the logo that's on that, but it says Charity HERF, which benefited Cigars for Warriors. So inside this bag was Boveda donated all the bags of these with the 69% humidity pack in there. And then I had makers from all over STG and other ones, and of course McAuliffe. I'm smoking a McAuliffe Paredes right now, is one of the ones I donated for these bags. So you got 6 cigars inside the bag, and then at the counter you got to pick which one of these lighters you wanted, black, red, or blue. And then not to mention the beer that you got, because we had glasses that had all the logos for companies that donated for being on the logo of the glass, and had Ruston Cattle Company donate the prime rib dinner. Oh my gosh.
That was so hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Kevin and I were serving that, and I open up the coolers to get everything prepped for serving, and I'm looking at this full-size tray with a prime rib in it.
Yeah, no joke. The prime rib was like this big.
Half a plate.
Half a plate, that thick, just delicious.
Oh.
I mean, and then their garlic herb potatoes, mashed potatoes, and then the green beans.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was delicious. And then you've got your Railport brewery beers that you got 3 beers from that.
Oh yeah, wonderful that.
Yeah, so it was great. And then of course we had all the raffles on the tables. It wrapped around. We had so many raffles on there, so I'm so thankful to STG, to CAO, to Edgar Hoyle, to Noel Rojas, to Christoph. How many? I mean, McAuliffe. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to picture the table, and you're seeing the video of it. It's just, there was so much stuff. And we raised, for Cigars for Warriors, we raised $6,300 for them.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
one of the better events we've had.
Exactly. And I think we've got a great venue. We don't have the airplane hangar anymore. But hey, we'll be in a brewery right next to a cigar lounge, and outstanding food.
Oh,
so yeah, it was a fantastic event. Those that came out, appreciate everybody that showed up. And if not, if you didn't make it this year, hopefully you make it next year, because we'll be definitely trying to plan this again.
Oh yeah.
But all right, guys, stay tuned. We got a little bit more news coming up, so we'll be right back. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Cigar Room for another great pairing. I've got a brand new cigar here that was released just this year at the PCA as an exclusive. It's the Black Label Trading Company's Poison Dart. This cigar uses a Brazilian Mata Fina wrapper, an Ecuadorian Habano binder, and the fillers from Nicaragua. It comes in 2 sizes, Short Robusto and Corona Gorda. And I've got it paired with a new whiskey. This is the Woodinville 100% rye whiskey. My friend at Liquor Depot in Euless turned me on to this. I think these two are gonna pair nicely. You know, I was gonna barbecue the other night. One of the dogs got into my package of hot dogs. Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Stay smoky. Welcome back, guys. Yep, got a little bit more news. I wanna start off.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. Very interesting for all you guys and ladies that are watching us out on the social media platforms that are out there, whether it be, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever we post these on, all the other ones too. all the other cigar personalities that you might watch besides us. There is a new platform coming out called Cigar TV.
Nice.
So they approached me. I know they've approached Cigar Show Tim. They've approached several other ones wanting to get all their shows, start loading them up onto their platform. It's going to be a streaming platform made by Freecast Streaming. And so this is something that'll be in cigar lounges and clubs, and that'll play on the monitor, kind of like what you play back there when you guys are open.
Yep.
But it'll also be on a streaming surface. So you'll be able to, I guess, get the app.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what it'll be. But it's one of the, Freecast is one of the largest streaming channels. Aggregate platform is creating, and they're the ones that are doing that, and they're the ones that are creating Cigar TV. So it is going to be a show, a channel that is just cigars. So we don't have to worry about getting knocked off. Like
no restrictions,
and we're being able to make money again.
Good.
So, that's the way it used to be for you, YouTuber. And I don't know if you guys noticed, a lot of stuff wasn't being posted of mine about a week or so ago because they hit me. They hit several other cigar shows too, and they hit you and you can't post for a week. And so that's what was going on. But with Cigar TV, like what they say, the YouTube revenues, they've declined from, and the channels are exploding. So this is our opportunity to expand by using the content that we're making and continue to produce stuff that's going to be monetized, which is, that'd be totally great. We have Rumble. We're on Rumble. We've been on Rumble for a year, but we don't have near the viewership on Rumble. People keep saying, Dave, get on Rumble. Well, I've been on Rumble for a year.
It's just not getting the traction.
Yeah, Rumble is great and everything on Rumble is monetized.
Yeah.
And I'm making very little bit of money, but people just don't go to Rumble like they do YouTube.
Yeah.
So all of us cigar people that are out there are going to have to be looking for Cigar TV next year. First quarter, I would say first quarter next year. They don't have a date set down for sure, January, February, March, but they want to be in the first quarter. But it's up to us cigar people, the producers of the shows, is to start loading our stuff up on their site so that they have something to produce, to show.
Oh, and there's tons of content. So
yeah.
It won't take long.
Yeah, and I had to pick through my shows. We've got over 300 shows, and I had to pick through some because I'm not going to put the ones on there where we did the March Madness.
Right.
I want, because it's kind of dated. I don't know. I might, but look at it. But there were certain shows like my cigar unboxings.
Yep.
I'm not going to submit those.
Okay.
Because they're dated. They're just it's not. I want to submit stuff that is intriguing to watch, like what we do here, or when you see a road show when I go to an actual shop.
Yeah. And
we get down and sit and talk and you learn something. Whereas, an unboxing is great and I like to see what other, people have to present, that you can buy, but it's not educational.
Right.
It's just, that's something I can buy.
Doesn't have all the content.
Exactly. So, exciting about it, Cigar TV, Freecast, streaming service. You guys be looking for it for first part of the next year, and support those guys that you're watching on YouTube. What do you got, man?
Aventura Cigars announces the opening of Tabaquero Mina del Rey.
Oh wow!
We remember that their factory burned down. It was like almost a brand new factory, even. With some of the updates, and that happened back in September of 2022.
Oh,
so a little over a year ago.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yeah. So they've gotten back, rebuilt the factory. Months after the fire was made, they decided to build an entire factory to handle Aventura Cigars manufacturing needs. So, again, first dedicated to that.
Okay.
Should be up and running and completed 2024 frame. So
right around the corner.
It's happening. It's just, you don't build a factory overnight.
Right.
But it'll be great to have them back and producing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they've got a lot of great cigars out there.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a huge project. Always terrible to hear, when you see something like that happen to any kind of business.
Right.
But to see them come back from it, that's great. So you guys, if you're smoking Aventura, I've had several of their cigars, enjoy those. I know a lot of shops that carry those. You guys,
we carry some.
You carry, yeah. Okay, so there you go. But some good news, interesting platform, good cigar news. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be right back.
Today's Cigar Tip is brought to you by McAuliffe Cigars.
You know what I need?
That's it.
I do. What do you got?
It's the holiday and gifting season, so
yes, it is.
Time to be gracious if somebody offers you a cigar.
Okay.
And be courteous about it. It may not be something that's in your portfolio that you really like, or it may not be the right ring gauge or something.
Right.
Always be courteous. It's a gifting culture. So
the
courteous part comes with it.
And I can think of it, there was one instance where I had a good friend, was going to give me, trading a cigar. He and I always liked it. And he wanted to gift me a cigar that I knew I wouldn't smoke because of the ring gauge. And it's like, dude, I appreciate it, really love it, but I'm not going to smoke that. So I really don't want to take it.
Right.
Okay. Great tip, man.
2 families, 1 cigar. Join the Ambassador Program today to make it a perfect blend.
What are we doing?
What are we doing, Dave? What is it that we always do when Dave Yancey's here from Leaf and Grain Society?
I mean, we always do some kind of pairing, but it's you have been the one that's been bringing the pairing.
Yes, I have.
Magic.
And I have brought something delicious. I found this, went to Total Wine, and, they're out there and they have, where you can taste things. Guy was standing there at the counter. Yes, guy's standing there at the counter and he has Pantalones, Matthew McConaughey's new tequila. I was like, okay, I'll try it. I mean, I like tequila. I really liked tequila when I was younger. But if I get a tequila now, I want a sipping tequila.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no shots. Okay? The guy let me try it. I didn't try the Blanco, but I tried the Reposado and the Anejo. And the Anejo just knocked my socks off. So I have had this before, obviously you can tell. Took this to the lounge, and several guys got to try it. Dave has not tried this yet.
He says several guys, but I mean,
right, exactly. That's what I'm telling people at least. But I know how much I like this, so I wanted to bring this for you and get a tasting this. The cigar that we're having is the Tabaquero. Yeah, we have had this on the show before. Great cigar, not easy to find. Great little cigar. Thank you, sir. I will take a pour. Thank you. Yes, that's great. I can always get more, right?
Yeah.
I later, right? But great looking bottle. I like the bottle. I like the cap. The little leather piece on there is a good touch. This is the Anejo. Of course, it's 40%. All tequila is 40%. Okay. Yeah, this is...
I'm getting orange peel.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I didn't tell him anything about it. He hasn't smelled it before. So it's interesting to hear some of the same stuff that I was told by other individuals that we were at the another lounge, and we had this on the table. And so
little bit of vanilla, but you expect that with the tequila.
Right.
A little bit of vanilla, but that orange peel just at the very...
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and take a sip straight at... We're not going to fire our cigars up yet. Let's just take a sip of this. and enjoy some goodness.
I'm always over there during the toast, so it's nice to actually get.
Yeah, exactly. Right there. Boom. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I know it.
Okay, there's the tequila.
Yeah.
Very back end is a tequila. Before that,
Yeah.
I was like, this is almost like a space hide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's the color of it, which, an Anejo has a very similar light, very light yellowish amber color because it's aged in a charred oak barrel.
Mm-hmm.
But a used charred oak barrel. That orange peel kind of threw me off a little bit because it's not a common nose on a tequila.
I don't get it.
You get the agave just right up front. No, the agave is almost on the nose, is almost not there. Vanilla is at the very back end of it, but you get those strong fruity notes up front, and then at the very back, then the agave comes in.
And then it's just so smooth. So smooth. It does not have that tequila burn that you would get normally from a tequila burn. But it
which tells us that it's aged.
Yeah.
And you get there's a little bit of viscosity.
Yeah, it does have
a bit of weight.
Yeah, it does have there's some legs on that glass right there. I am using my Texas Cigar Roadshow glass. This is the wrong kind of glass for tequila, but I don't care because this stuff is so good.
Well, the nice sugars in it.
Oh, yeah.
You want in a tequila.
You see that. I mean, they're hanging right there.
Oh, yeah. You could feel it on the palate.
Yeah, you can. It is just so smooth. As soon as I tasted it, I was like, all right, sold. I've got to bring this home. And this is, I'm telling you, this is a tequila that I will keep around. I have had tequilas, and it's like, okay, it's tequila. It's reposado or it's añejo. That's usually what I gravitate towards. Go ahead and light up, yes. Well, and so I'll get tequilas like every so often, I won't. But this is one because of it drinks, like you said, like a space side. It drinks almost like a light bourbon.
It drinks like a space side scotch. And what's interesting, before the show, Stephen and I were talking about, with celebrity spirits. We're seeing a lot of celebrities that are backing up or creating their own spirits. And this is Matthew McConaughey. He's also done Long Branch.
Right, yeah, Long Branch, which I enjoyed that too. Boy, I only have to turn this lighter down, but for right now, I'm gonna work with it.
It seems like McConaughey is really doing some nice spirits, whereas a lot of other celebrities, and I'm not going to mention any of the names, they're kind of mediocre.
I mean, Stephen gave me a bottle of Long Branch once for a birthday of mine. Yeah, and I enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. So to have another Matthew McConaughey product.
That's two products from Matthew McConaughey that he's putting his name behind that I would sit down and drink. Because I would sit down, I would buy a bottle of Long Branch. I would buy a bottle of this.
Yeah, very reasonable. And just delicious, which you can tell. I mean, it's half gone.
It's half gone. Anytime a bottle comes up here that's half gone.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's either...
I've done that a number of times as I've brought you stuff, but usually when you're bringing something, it's something that we're trying for the first time.
Exactly. First time, or I've had it and you haven't or something, but this one... It's dangerous. You set that out on the table, and people are just gonna want to drink it once they taste it. Now here, this is part of the pairing that we've got. We tried the tequila straight up. David, you had your notes that you're picking up on that. Now this cigar, trying this. I'm trying to remember this cigar, the room note on that we had at the time. So now a cigar to tequila, which we haven't done tequila in a long time.
We have not done tequila in a very long time. I mean, what's interesting about tequila is that most people who drink tequila drink it, for shooting it,
Yeah.
what we did in the college days and stuff like that. Not a lot of people are drawn to tequilas just to sip on.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that as the time of recording this past weekend, I was at the Whiskey Fest and put on my Whiskey Advocate out in Vegas. And as we're at the airport waiting to come back, there's a couple of guys that sit down and they are shooting a high dollar tequila.
Yeah.
And I mentioned to him, it's like, dude,
Why?
slow down and enjoy it. And he goes, man, no, you shoot tequila, you sip on it. You don't sip on it, you sip on whiskey. And I was like, you sip on both.
You haven't had good tequila then.
And
You shoot bad tequila just to get it past, just to get it down because I'm trying to get drunk. That's what most people, when we were younger, you shoot it because I want to get drunk. Well, I don't want to get drunk anymore. I want to taste it. I want to enjoy it. I want to do this.
Well, I challenged him, and the lady that, my friend that I'm with, she tells them who I am, what it is that I do. And so now they're like intrigued and listening. I was like, no, slow down. Now just sip on it and let it savor for a moment. And this young gentleman, he does that, and he's like,
Oh, yeah, that's great. Something clicks. You see it click with it.
oh, I never realized there was so much. It's just like a bourbon, a whiskey. And
Yeah.
like,
You got to go cigar to drink. Cigar to drink with that. You just pick up different notes.
a little bit more floral this
Okay.
time. A little bit more floral, not quite as fruity in there at the opening. A little bit more floral, so a little bit more of that lavender that's kind of coming through.
It's just,
That's interesting.
yeah, it is. It's very interesting because the flavors change pretty significantly.
Pretty significantly. Still drinks like a Speyside.
Mhm.
Still drinks like a Speyside, and not so much. The only thing that's reminiscent of it being a tequila
Is a very back, exactly. Once it goes right down the center of your tongue, hits you in the back. Once it sits there about 3-5 seconds later, that's where it comes through.
Yeah, it's in the finish.
Yeah.
It's in the finish that the agave is coming through.
So I'm still, and it's like right now, the finish just left.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a pretty good finish on it for something.
Oh, it's
it's
a medium. It's about a medium length.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's a long.
It's not a long fish, but it's medium. And yeah,
But
I would agree.
It's a little bit longer than a normal tequila,
Yes.
and it doesn't have that young. Because think about it, most tequilas compared to whiskeys are young. Because in order for it to be considered an anejo, it only has to age in the barrel for a year. And so coming out of the barrel, it could be 18 months. Well, in whiskeys, that's really young.
That's real young.
And so
And you're going to taste
drinks
it.
hotter.
Yes.
A lot of tequilas drink hotter because of that.
Right. Okay. Yes.
So this doesn't drink hot.
No. And that's why it's so dangerous.
And it has that oiliness to it that tells me that this, and you can see from the sugars in it and from how long the legs just last. I mean, they last on there for a good couple of minutes.
Yes.
That's telling me that this has got some age to it.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing a tequila tasting next month here in Waxahachie. And I want this. We're going to have 6 tequilas, and I want this in the mix.
I want to hear Carl.
Yeah. Yeah. Carlos Ravello, a good friend of ours in Tobacco Cabanas, and he does tequila tasting. He is a catador, college professor. We've had him on the show. You look at one of the past episodes. I can't remember what episode number it was, but President Bush painted his portrait. That Carlos, very, very interesting, just personable, knowledgeable man. Energetic, yes. So I love to listen to him like I would anybody that knows their stuff and wants to help us educate and learn more. It's like what we're sitting here doing with this, learning more about it. So what are your final thoughts as far as, you say you're going to go buy this. I mean, this is one you'd buy, right?
This is one I would buy. I've got to go drink the cigar.
Yeah, you got to,
Then I got to smoke it.
Yes. And then you got to, yeah. And I'm out of tequila, so David didn't pour me very much. Steven.
Wider bottom glass.
It looks, and Steven doesn't have any in his glass either. We got to fix that. Steven, that's just, I want to know your shots, because you don't drink a lot of tequila, do you? I mean, by itself, I mean, you don't, I've not been around you to where you have drank a lot of tequila, except when Carlos is doing something.
You realize how good the sipping tequila.
You're right. It's
10 years before it can even get for it.
You're right.
You start slowing down at a pre.
So I want to see his face. I'm looking at him off camera here, and he's taking a sip right now.
He's studying it.
Yeah, he says, wow. Okay.
You can always tell when we really enjoy it.
You're sitting there
We're looking at the.
You're taking it in.
At the juice.
You're taking it. Same thing with a cigar. You're smoking it. You're looking at it like it's just. I love the way this looked. The artisan factor that went into it. Same thing with a drink. Just the whole thing. But yeah, it is just smooth. Oh, there we go.
Appreciate.
Yes.
Oh. And now that's almost like we got an Islay on our hands.
There we go, boys. Cheers. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all it takes that floral and that fruity, adds a smokiness.
Yeah.
Like it was an Islay.
Right. Oh, Blanco 9. Yeah, that's Ligero, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Steven is smoking the Blanco 9, which is a triple Ligero. Don't get that. Don't think that's super strong. The way he picks the primings on those, it doesn't knock your socks off as far as nicotine levels. And the one that we're smoking, I'd have to look back and see. But it's working for it. It's working.
For me, it's working from cigar to drink, from drink to cigar.
Like,
there's no impact. There's nothing. It's
okay.
It's like the cigar is just sitting there.
Okay.
So I really want to try this with a Dominican. You were talking earlier on the Criollos. I want to try it with a Dominican Criollo. Probably a Connecticut shade.
Oh yeah, get one of those behind there of his house blends.
With that, we get more of those floral notes and get more of that grassy, that green, and I think that's going to be a really good pairing with it. Drink to cigar, not so much.
Okay.
Cigar to drink, absolutely.
Okay, all right. And to me, by itself, it's just wonderful. I mean, if I was just going to sit and sip on something and I didn't have a cigar, I would thoroughly enjoy this. So
Yeah.
You glad you got to taste it?
I'm very glad I got to taste it. I'm really enjoying it. I like the weightiness of it. I think that's one of the things, and the uniqueness of it, how it opens up.
Mm-hmm.
But the weightiness of it makes this for me, like a fall winter sipping tequila. Where normally with our tequilas, because of how much more crisp they are and clean that they are, they're more of a summertime type drink. This one, I could actually sit around the campfire and enjoy it.
Good job, Matthew. Yeah. Well done. I will, when this one's gone or before it's gone, I will go buy another bottle because it is that good. So. And like I said, if it's just dangerous. That's how good it is, and it will turn into no mas pantalones. Because yeah, we drank a little bit there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We did. Another pairing in the books with something that we don't do a whole lot of, tequila.
No.
So all right, guys, stay tuned. We will be right back. Pick up your collectible Texas Cigar Roadshow laser-engraved whiskey glass at giftygarage.net. Dave, I've got something here that our viewers are going to love. If you guys go to lounges or you go somewhere where you need to take a bottle or two, I know you take bottles to places, I take bottles to places. We showed you this product before by Aged in Ore, and this one has the glass. It's got the glass, it's fitted. You can take 3 ounces.
3 ounces, yeah.
You can write on there with a grease pencil what you got in here. It's got your fluted glass in there. It's all fitted. It doesn't move around. We showed you this before. Well, Aged in Ore just came out with a bag. I've been looking for a bag. I usually go to the lounge and I'm taking my Total Wine & More bag, that's got the separations in there. But this thing, yeah, that's a heavy, dense foam.
That is it's a dense, nice, thick foam. That's going to protect the bottles.
Right.
With my bags that I carry around with mine, and sometimes I'm, this one holds 4.
Yeah.
I'm carrying, anywhere from 6 to 10 at a time, and I'm looking for something. I can do this.
Yeah.
And my bottles won't clang against each other.
Right. And it's not huge. It doesn't take up a lot of floor space. It's got a great, it's very
framed.
Yeah. That's the foam in there. The foam comes, separated. You put those 2 pieces to make that X, and then it fits inside the base. And then you shove that thing down into the bottom, and it is sturdy. And
it's insulated too.
Yeah, it's very insulated inside there. It's got a great handle. It's just designed really good. The other thing that I like about it, you can see how tall it is and how big it is. And your bottles over here, you got 4 bottles in there, and then you've got this thing on there. You set this right in the center, and it will still zip up.
That's nice, and just the neck of the bottles is going to keep it secure.
Exactly, and you've got your glass with you, and you've got your little flask in there. If you wanted, somebody else had something else, hey, can I take a little bit of that home with me? You can always put it in the flask that comes in here.
Nice.
But this is just perfect because I don't usually take more than 4 bottles for me. If I wanted to take 2, I could, and I could put my travel door inside one of these, and I could put this inside the other one, and I'm only taking 2 or 3 bottles. It's still gonna work.
Well, and the quadrants are big enough so that if you needed to bring like your bartender spoon, your muddler,
right? It'll fit.
You've got things that you can move.
Yeah, there is plenty.
Bring your shakers, turn your shakers upside down over the bottles.
Yeah, it'll fit in there because it's tall enough. You saw.
Yeah,
this thing fits right in the center. And then you've got room around the bottles to put some in there. And this is padded, this is dense foam, and it's just, we're in Christmas time right now, and I just checked the websites. They're totally sold out.
That is too bad.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
And I wanted to get the blue, but they were already sold out of the blue because I wanted to get it to match this, but they were already sold out of the blue.
Well, so this one would match one that I've got.
Exactly. Right. Sorry, Dave. But no, this is great. It is exactly, I love their product. It's a family-owned business. They're giving, they've got flight glasses. They've got a tray for flight, so for doing flight testing. They've got stickers, they've got shirts, they've got everything. Go visit their website. You guys will go out there and you can find it. Aged in Ore is the name. It's a fantastic bag. I love it. It's one I take to my lounge with me from now on. It's just
they've got new stuff that's coming in.
Yeah.
I've got Aged in Ore bookmarked because I will periodically go out there and say, okay, what do you got coming next? Because they've got some really cool ideas.
Yeah.
Different bundles on things at really affordable price points.
Yeah, they're very, very affordable price points. You guys need to go check them out. Aged in Ore. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. What do you think?
Another great show?
I do, yeah, I think so. Some good news, always good news.
Always.
Interesting. We had a great event. You guys, those that didn't make it, missed out. But great event. Great cigar pairing with Dave.
Yep.
Love doing that. I mean, if you guys haven't tasted Matthew McConaughey's new tequila, Pantalones, or as I would say, no mas pantalones. Because it is that good. If you drink too much, it is going to be no mas pantalones. But it is delicious, fantastic show. Again, appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Helping us with our viewership. Do all the social media stuff for us. Go out there and like, share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And yeah, we are on Rumble. So go for it, look for us out there, because if we do get shut down by YouTube, we'll be there. But don't forget about Cigar TV's coming up pretty soon. So look for all your cigar content out there. Exactly. It's a good show. And like we always tell you guys, no matter where you're at an event, at your house, out with friends, just by yourself, enjoy the leaf.
Grow the culture.
That's right. We'll see you guys. Texas Cigar Roadshow is presented by Lone Star Cigar Association.